The 1930 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat penny may appear like an ordinary copper coin to the untrained eye, but for coin collectors and numismatists, it represents a rich blend of American history, design excellence, and unexpected hidden value. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, with no mint mark beneath the date, this penny is part of the legendary Lincoln Wheat Cent series, which ran from 1909 to 1958 and remains one of the most beloved coin collections in U.S. numismatic history. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse of the 1930 penny proudly features a detailed right-facing portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, whose image was first introduced to the cent in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of his birth. Coin bears the inscriptions "In God We Trust" across the top, "Liberty" to the left of Lincoln's bust, and the date 1930 to the right, with no mint mark indicating that it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not include a mint mark during this time period. On the reverse side, you'll find two graceful stalks of wheat curving along the left and right rims, framing the bold words "1 cent" and United States of America, with the Latin motto "E pluribus arching above. Though over 157 million of these pennies were minted in 1930 in Philadelphia, making them relatively common in lower grades, the true value lies in their condition, historical context, and subtle variations that can dramatically boost their market worth. Circulated 1930 pennies in average condition may only be worth around 25 cents to $2. But in uncirculated red, brown, or full red condition, especially when graded MS-65 or higher by NGC or PCGS, their value can soar to hundreds of dollars in some cases, even approach the $1,000 mark, particularly for pristine, eye-catching examples with full luster, sharp strike, and minimal contact marks. The key to such high valuation is rarity and top condition. Most of these coins have lost their original mint luster, making near-perfect examples highly sought after by serious collectors. It's important to note that color designation plays a significant role in value. The three major color grades for copper coins are brown BN, red-brown RB, and red road, with red commanding the highest premiums. A 1930 road wheat penny graded MS-66RD or higher by a top grading service can easily command between $500 to $1,000 or more at auction, particularly if it's well struck and has outstanding eye appeal. Even small errors or variations such as doubling on the date or lettering, repunched mint marks, or off-center strikes can add significant value to these coins. Moreover, collectors value the historical significance of the 1930 penny, as it was minted during a transitional era in American history just after the 1929 stock market crash and on the edge of the Great Depression. This adds a layer of cultural and economic context to the coin, connecting it to a time when Americans were tightening their belts, and even a single penny had real purchasing power. The fact that these coins have survived nearly a century, passing through the hands of Americans during one of the most difficult economic periods in the nation's history, adds depth to their story and makes them a tangible piece of the past. It's worth mentioning that professional grading plays a crucial role in determining a coin's market value. Collectors and investors are willing to pay a significant premium for coins that are authenticated and graded by recognized services, like PCGS Professional Coin Grading Service or NGC Numismatic Guarantee Company, an MS-65RD or higher coin housed in a secure, tamper-evident slab not only assures authenticity, but also significantly increases buyer confidence and resale value. For those who believe they might own a valuable 1930 no-mint mark penny, it is wise to have it examined under proper lighting with a magnifying glass or coin loop to look for signs of full wheat stalk details, minimal wear, and original luster. These are strong indicators that the coin might warrant professional grading and could fetch hundreds or even $1,000 on the collector's market. Whether you stumbled upon this penny in a forgotten jar, inherited it from a relative, or found it in a local coin shop, it's worth understanding its full potential. Beyond its monetary worth, the 1930 wheat penny is a symbol of resilience. Produced in a time when the nation was heading into one of the most challenging Eras in modern history, it reminds us that even the smallest, humblest objects can carry immense stories. Its design has stood the test of time, maintaining both artistic and historical appeal. For coin enthusiasts, each wheat penny is not just metal, it's a miniature time capsule. For serious collectors, assembling a complete set of high-grade wheat pennies, including key dates like 1930 with no mint mark, is a long-term investment and a testament to dedication, patience, and love for numismatics. While most 1930 pennies in circulated grades may not be worth much, the select few that remain in pristine, uncirculated red condition represent the rare intersection of historical importance, aesthetic beauty, and scarcity, all the factors that make a coin truly valuable. Add in the possibility of rare error types or doubling, and you have the potential for an exciting discovery right in your hands. So the next time you see a 1930 wheat penny, don't pass it off as pocket change. Examine it closely. It might be more than just an old coin. It might be a piece of American history worth up to $1,000 or more, especially if professionally graded and preserved in its original, lustrous condition. With a growing interest in numismatics and rising prices for high-quality vintage U.S. coins, the 1930 no-mint mark wheat penny is gaining more attention among collectors and investors alike. In fact, some examples have made headlines after selling at auctions for geo-dropping amounts due to exceptional grades or rare error varieties. This makes it all the more worthwhile for collectors to look through their coin collections or even pocket change with a discerning eye. In conclusion, the 1930 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark is far more than a simple 1-cent coin. It's a collector's treasure, a historical artifact, a potential hidden gem that could be worth up to $1,000, depending on its grade, color, and condition. If you're lucky enough to own one in MS65RD or better, you're not just holding a piece of copper, you're holding a valuable chapter of American heritage in the palm of your hand. Next up, the 1794 no-mint mark $1 coin, known as the flowing hair silver dollar, stands as a monumental piece of American history and numismatics, representing not only the very first official silver dollar ever struck by the United States Mint, but also a priceless symbol of the young nation's identity and aspiration. Minted just 2 years after the Philadelphia Mint opened in 1792. This coin was struck entirely in Philadelphia, which at the time was the nation's capital and the only operating mint, hence the absence of any mint mark on the coin. The coin's design reflects the essence of American ideals in its infancy, with Lady Liberty portrayed with flowing hair on the obverse, symbolizing freedom and the spirit of a new republic breaking away from monarchical imagery. The obverse features the inscription Liberty above her head and 15 six-pointed stars encircling her profile, each star representing one of the 15 states that had joined the Union by 1794. The reverse features a beautifully detailed eagle, encircled by a wreath, accompanied by the inscription United States of America. There is no indication of denomination on either side, which was customary in this early phase of U.S. coinage. The composition of the coin is 89.24% silver and 10.76% copper, with a diameter of approximately 39 to 40 millimeters and a weight of 26.96 grams, consistent with the Spanish silver dollar, or piece of 8, which the U.S. was attempting to replace with its own currency system. The 1794 flowing hair dollar holds the prestigious title of being the first silver dollar issued by the United States. With only an estimated 1,758 coins originally minted and far fewer surviving today, making it one of the rarest and most iconic U.S. coins in existence. While high-grade examples have sold for record-breaking amounts, such as the specimen that sold for over $10 million at auction, setting a world record for the most expensive coin ever sold, there are also worn, damaged, or lower-grade examples that have sold for $2,000 to $10,000 or more, depending on condition, eye appeal, and provenance. Coins in good G, or about good ag condition, or those with heavy wear, corrosion, or cleaning damage, are typically what can fall into the $2,000 market range. Yet even these are highly sought after, due to the coin's foundational place in American history. Collectors and historians prize the $1794 not only for its rarity, but also for the fascinating story behind its creation. The dies were engraved by Robert Scott, the first chief engraver of the U.S. Mint, and the equipment used to strike these coins was rudimentary by today's standards, leading to soft strikes, weak centers, and planchette flaws that are frequently seen even in higher-graded examples. Interestingly, some researchers believe that only around 130 to 150 of these coins survive today in any condition, making even the most worn examples incredibly desirable. Adding to its mystique is the fact that the $1,794 represents a direct statement by the fledgling U.S. government asserting economic independence from Europe. Prior to this, most commerce in the colonies was transacted using Spanish, British, and French coins. By minting a $1 coin, the U.S. was both creating a national identity and building public confidence in its own monetary system. Moreover, each surviving example of the 1794 silver dollar is a unique artifact, with its own story of survival, from the pockets of early American citizens to the hands of presidents, collectors, and museums. The demand for this coin continues to grow exponentially, especially among elite collectors, museums, and institutions seeking to preserve foundational pieces of U.S. history. It's important to note that any genuine 1794 flowing hair dollar, regardless of condition, is a high-value numismatic asset, and proper authentication and grading by professional third-party services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC Numismatic Guarantee Company is crucial. Coins graded in lower ranges such as a G3 or G4, though heavily worn and possibly even cleaned or holed, can still command $2,000 to $5,000. Depending on how well the date and design details are preserved, mid-grade coins in VG to fine condition may reach $10,000 to $50,000. And extremely fine to mint state specimens can reach hundreds of thousands to millions, particularly if they exhibit strong strikes and minimal damage. In fact, many numismatists consider the $1,794 to be the holy grail of U.S. coin collecting, a coin that combines artistry, symbolism, historical significance, and economic importance all in one. This legendary coin has inspired countless collectors to dive deeper into early U.S. coinage, and it serves as the crown jewel of many prestigious coin collections worldwide. It is also commonly featured in museums and national archives, celebrated for its role in shaping American monetary policy and its emblematic representation of post-revolution American values. For those lucky enough to inherit or discover what they suspect might be a $1794, extreme caution and expert consultation are necessary, as many counterfeits exist due to the coin's immense value. Authentic examples often show light central weakness in the strike, especially on the hair detail and the eagle's breast, but they should exhibit strong edge lettering and proper silver weight. It is also worth noting that there are no mint mark varieties of the $1794 because all were struck in Philadelphia, the sole U.S. mint at the time. The absence of a mint mark, therefore, is not an error but an important historical detail. The design of the flowing hair dollar only lasted for 2 years, 1794 to 1795, before being replaced by the draped bust design in 1795, making the 1794 issue even more historically significant and numismatically desirable. As interest in rare coins continues to grow among investors and collectors alike, the $1,794 maintains its place at the top of the wish list, not just for its immense market value, but for its cultural and historical gravitas. Who specialize in early American coinage, owning a $1794, even one valued at $2,000 due to heavy wear or damage, represents a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to connect directly with the birth of a nation. It's not just a coin, it's a legacy. A piece of silver that bore witness to the very dawn of America's financial independence and democratic experiment. Whether held in a private collection, featured in a museum, or passed down through generations, every 1794 flowing hair dollar tells a unique story of survival, craftsmanship, and transformation from raw silver to national treasure. As such, Even an example worth $2,000 carries more than just a price tag, carries a narrative, a history, and a reverence that no modern coin can replicate. It embodies the hope, struggle, and ambition of a country finding its footing on the global stage. So, whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a curious beginner, the 1794 no-mint Mark $1 coin is more than worth your attention. It may begin at $2,000 in the marketplace,